With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. Dak going to start out going to the air. That's caught by Waller out left side. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first down carry by Elliott. They find some open field here. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, 67 yards. And the Riverhawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. First down throw for Brissett. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Brissett to throw on first. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Prescott off play action. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And again, it's Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 6-0 our score after one. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. Play action now. Brissett rolling to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Again, he's got that man Landry. The 20. And all the way in touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 73 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Riverhogs are an extra point away from evening this one up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. To throw again on second down. Brissett. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set to throw for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Bass is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Here's Bass now to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Brissett. That one complete to Elliott. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Play fake, Brissett. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawyer Milloy. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards. And the Riverhogs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Brissett now. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Brissett sets to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Elliott. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards. And the Riverhogs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. On the counter, Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Riverhogs have pretty well...